Hey, what's up guys? This is going to be a quick little video here where I'm going to explain what audio gear I use to get the best audio quality that I can possibly get at a Smogum event or an interview or even something like this. You want to make sure that your audio is clear so that whatever you are saying, or if it's a music video or whatever it is, that it's super clear and there's no distractions or anything going on. I've actually faced a lot of problems in audio in my prior experiences. So for that reason, I've learned and I've basically made all these mistakes in the past, and now I know what mistakes not to make when I'm shooting audio. So first things first is the gear. I use a Zoom H6 microphone setup that I got from Amazon. It actually works really well. I'm using it right now. It actually comes with two capsules. One is omnidirection and one is more of a cardioid capsule. It's like a thing that you can attach on top of your microphone. This is one of the things that Zoom H4 and H4 Pro or H4n Pro, something like that, those lower models don't have. It doesn't have a attachable module to it. It does have some input systems where you can input different microphones and work it that way as well. But for me, at least, I even tried one of the Audio-Technica microphones for my H6 and inside of a plugin, and it didn't give me that good of a quality. I'd rather go with the Zoom H6 capsule for the shotgun microphone. It's much better than the Audio-Technica shotgun that I used prior in this Smogum. So this has a much better quality, and I think this is just a much better microphone than Audio-Technica will. Plus, bringing in the whole thing with the XLR cable will probably downsize your quality quite a bit. So having a capsule on top of the H6 will probably give you the best audio quality out there. Especially for Kirtan, you want to make sure that you do have a shotgun microphone, because you want to pick up the audio of the kirtani or the person speaking, so you can get the verbals and the vocals are clear and you can hear them over any other distractions such as musical instruments such like a harmonium or a tabla or a shani in the background and stuff. So just to make sure that your audio is clear, do use a shotgun mic. Now if you don't have a choice, there is the cardioid mic that you can use that will give you really good audio as well, but just make sure that you are super close to the kirtani's face and their mouth so that you can get the best vocals. So that's it for my setup. Mainly I just put it on a tripod or a light stand and I put it up there, and that's how I work it. So just make sure and test it out, see whatever sounds the best for you. So and then going into the editing part, I would always record everything onto a SD card. I'd suggest something like 8 gig or 32 gig. It usually lasts me forever. I do power my H6 with a battery bank whenever I can. Otherwise, I'll just use AA batteries, and sometimes, or most of the times, it actually works really well. Right now, I'm shooting on a shotgun microphone plugged into my Zoom H6. And I can see it's recording right now. So mostly I edit everything on Adobe Premiere Pro, where I can adjust a couple of things. So whatever sounds the best. I would first, check in with the volume, obviously, for programs that are a little louder than you would never know. So for example, for Kirtan, you can start off with the audio basically being really low, and then at the times where there's Simran or something's going on, it will get really loud. So to watch out for that, you might actually want to just keep it low, because if you do have your settings too high, and it basically reaches this threshold, and at that point you can't really control anything and your audio is automatically going to sound bad. So it's better to undershoot, just like for video you would undershoot the exposure than overshooting and losing a lot of detail in light. Just like that in audio, if you are overshooting the volume, you will lose a lot of quality, and basically it will not sound as great. So I do like to keep it around level 2 or 3 out of 10. So that just ensures me that I have everything that's being recorded, and it's just a safe spot, to be honest. So another thing that I do like to do is, first thing when I import my audio, is I would sync up with my video, and then I would basically level up the audio and see whatever sounds good. And the second thing I would probably do is, sometimes I may need some bass or treble to come down a bit, so I'll adjust those things here and there. If I do really need some way like larger tweaking done to my audio, I might take it to Adobe Audition and edit from there. But most of the times I don't actually like to do that because that's just adding work. And if you can shoot it properly and if you can record the audio properly, then you don't need to do any of that nonsense at all. And yeah, that's like a little simple thing that I shoot with, and it's just super easy to shoot and super easy to, you know, just export everything. So you want to make sure that you're shooting for the edit, and your edit will basically go fast and from there on, so you can export your video and just be done with it instead of sitting on it for hours trying to figure out how to make the audio the best. But in the beginning it might take you a couple of tries, but if you use my suggestions, honestly, I think you'll have some really nice audio. So yeah, that was it for today's video. If you guys have any questions, please make sure to ask them in the comment section down below. I know there's other people who are asking all these questions. So a couple of questions I did get were, first of all, how do you record audio with a mic, with a cell phone? So if you are using an iPhone, thankfully it does have a really good audio system. So if you can just figure out a way to put your iPhone close to the Kirtani's mouth, it will actually give really good quality of audio. And yes, if you do keep it there, you're not blocking away the sound from tabla or the harmonium or people in the background. You're just getting more sound out of the Kirtani's vocals. So for that reason, you should always go by this. You can actually use multiple iPhones or multiple phones to record multiple things, layer them up together. I don't like this approach. Basically because when you're layering everything up, everything has a different kind of everything basically has different levels to it. So if you're shooting the Kirtani, you'll have the Kirtani's voice obviously will be up there, and then the tabla will be down here. So once you add that same thing on top of to the tabla microphone, tabla is up here, Kirtani's down here, and then once you're adding everything up, it just sounds kind of bad because you're using different microphones, different results, and different volumes, and there will be extra noises in the background that you don't want, and different levels won't match up. So for that reason, quality will go down. So just use one microphone on your iPhone or something, put it next to the Kirtani, and you can just shoot from there. And then later on, as I said, you can actually sync it up in Premiere Pro. If you do have a lot of files and you do want to get stuff done faster, there is PluralEyes. It's a RedGiant software that you can get online. It does cost about $200, and from there on you can basically clip anything to anywhere. It's actually a really good software where you can sync up any music or any of the recorded audio to your videos, and it just makes your workflow that much faster. So that's it for today, guys. If you guys have any questions, please ask them in the comment section down below. And if you guys like this video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. That's it for today. I'll see you guys in the next video.